welcome to my bedroom sofa area over here. This is the most blogger-esque that I'm gonna get in my life. But I'm going to get into a couple of tips you should bear in mind when you're coming to your hair appointment. So step one, remember your mask. I feel like this goes without saying because it's a pandemic outside. I would probably recommend that you bring a disposable mask to your appointment. I'd probably recommend that you bring two. First for before you get your hair washed, because sometimes when you're washing your hair and we're washing it, sometimes the water can be absorbed through the wires of the mask. You know, the strap that keeps it behind the ear. Wire, strap, you know what I mean. So it can be absorbed right through to the mask, and then you can find that you've got a wet face. Now, if you're getting a silk press or something like that, you don't want to have a wet mask on your face because it's gonna actually contribute to reverting your hair back. So I would always suggest that you bring your first initial mask. I would say bring a disposable mask to your hair appointment, and then bring another mask so that you can change it after you've had your hair washed, so that you've got a nice, fresh, dry mask to put on your face. Also, I would say stay away from them fashionable masks, because those fashionable masks are only good for fashion. They're not good for anything else, just saying. Step number two, I would definitely suggest that you confirm the price of your appointment before you arrive to your appointment. Reason being is you don't want to arrive to your appointment and you don't have enough money to pay for your appointment, because that is number one, embarrassing, and number two, you should always know the price of the service that you're going to go and get. If you go to Sainsbury's and you know you want to buy a meal deal for £3, you make sure you've got the £3 in your purse, don't you? So don't be going nowhere without enough money to pay for your service. For me personally, I send a confirmation email with the confirmed price. I'm not sure about other people, but most of the time you could either send an email, send a message to your hairstylist and just ask them, what is the price? It's better to know the price than to not know the price, because you don't want to be, you would like to avoid like any unwanted surprises, especially if you're having add-ons to your service. Usually you confirm the service before so that you can get a quotation on the price, but I would definitely make sure, I need to drill that into your head, confirm the price before you start. Also, I would say beware of add-ons. So if you confirm a price before and then you get to your appointment and then you add on another service, obviously bear in mind that say you was booked in for, I don't know, a wash and silk press, then you add on a trim, that would be an additional fee. Always bear in mind that you may need to take, like, say £50 extra. It's better to have £50 extra than to have £50 less. So it's better to have a higher quotation for a service and then get there, and then the price is actually lower. So I would always say, if you get a quote of a price, I would always say that the price is £100. I would say bring 150 in case, say you're there, you see someone else getting something else done. I mean, right now when it's a pandemic, you're not really seeing many people at the salon. But even if you decide to have your consultation, change your mind, add on extra services, at least you know you can do it. Step number three, off the back of the last step, I would say specify what you would like done. Always bring pictures to your hair appointment. If you're booking an appointment online and there's an email address, always send pictures of what you would like ahead of time, just so that the stylist knows what you would like done. And also, just so that the stylist can confirm that they can actually do that stuff. Sometimes you may think that a stylist can do a style, but they actually can't. Step number four, arrive on time and not early. A lot of clients think that by being early, you're actually doing us a favor as a hairstylist, but you're actually not, because within that 10 to 15 minutes in between a client, I could have been going to the toilet, I could have had a quick sandwich break, I could have quickly rustled up some food and quickly eaten, especially when you're a stylist like myself, where you're back-to-back booked up. It is important that you're right on time. Make sure you're in time for your appointment. But for me personally, I don't like it when my clients are too early, because especially because I have a home business and I work from home, it is important to me that there isn't someone waiting around, and also my appointments actually run right on time. So for me, it is important that people are on time and not early. Early can actually disrupt my whole day. Being late doesn't disrupt my day as much as you being the early. But obviously, off the back of that, make sure that you're on time and not late, because I mean, normally I have a about 15-minute leeway time. I don't mind if you're about 15 minutes late, because sometimes you can plan ahead but then something can happen and something can go wrong. So 15 minutes before I cancel your appointment, basically. I'll give you 15 minutes to get here. Apart from that, you need to have enough etiquette and respect for your hairstylist's time to be as on time as possible. Obviously, sometimes hairstylists run over time, but that's not usually me. So be on time for my appointment, yeah? The only time I would say that I run a little bit over time is maybe when I'm mobile, because I'm in London and there's quite a lot of traffic. But apart from that, if I'm in my location, in my salon room, based at home, I am not running late or overtime, so please be on time for your hair appointment. Step number 5 is detangle your hair. The reason why I'm bringing this to light is because there is a lot of people who don't detangle their hair. Say they've taken their hair out of braids, they've taken their hair out of some sort of protective style and they haven't detangled their hair. I know I'm the hairdresser. I know it's my job to detangle your hair before each service. However, you coming with matted hair is disrespectful, okay? Like, if you've got hair that's excessively matted, then you need to book in and say that, listen, I haven't combed my hair for X amount of time and my hair is matted and it needs to be unlocked. Because if you come with hair that isn't fully detangled, the chances are you're going to make your stylist run over time. Then you're going to make her slow down her appointments for the rest of the day. If I'm backed up and my first client comes in with matted hair and it takes me an hour to detangle her hair, and she hasn't told me beforehand that she's coming with matted hair, it is pretty out of order. It's like someone coming to your house, you inviting someone to dinner at your house, them arriving with guests, and you haven't cooked for those guests. That's how it feels when you don't detangle your hair. Tip number 6. So for tip number 6, I would say no pre-poo, no oils, no onion, no vinegar, no coconut oil, no aloe vera, no rice water, no tea, no coffee, no, I don't know, like, you guys are getting very creative on the YouTube hairdresser on YouTube, but please don't come to a professional hairdresser asking for advice with all of these concoctions in your hair, especially if you're going to get a keratin treatment. Don't have, like, say, rice water or coconut oil in your hair, because you've already got too much protein in your hair. You're going to put a keratin treatment on, your hair's going to break off, okay? So keep those natural remedies in your house. Don't bring them over here, all right? By all means, I'm not against any natural remedies or any natural kind of scalp healing and soothing little formulas like shea butter, etc. Shea butter is another one that's on there. Don't come with excessive shea butter in your hair. It really annoys me, because it's like, why have you got all of this stuff in your hair? I will wash your hair, it's fine, but why have you put all of these things in your hair? I don't understand. What is this pre-poo? Because now I've got to shampoo your hair 5 times before I can do the silk press. Stop it. Behave yourself. Understand that you're coming. Look at what service you're coming for and understand what you've done to your hair beforehand. But anyway, that's enough judgment from me in my room. I might do a part 2 of this depending on if you guys like this one. But if you like this one, then just comment down below and I will do a part 2. There's plenty of more tips I can give you, but it depends if you want to hear them or not, because, you know, some people don't want to hear hairdressers' opinions because you lot think we're all scissor happy and just take your money in 2 teeth. It's not my problem. But anyway, I will see you guys in my next video. Please share this with all of your friends who go to salons, etc. And even if they go to, I would say if they go to like a professional hairdresser who runs on time, you know, this video will help with all of that sort of stuff. But apart from that, toodles.